guys, it's Theo. It's the first Wednesday a month, which means we're back in the kitchen for another episode of Cooking with Theo. And it's also the start of spooky season, which means we're gonna be doing a Halloween special today by making the pumpkin pastries from Harry Potter, hence the costume. Without further ado, let's get started. We will start by making the dough, so let's go and grab a pot and all the ingredients we need. For the dough we will need some flour, butter and sour cream. As always, you can find all the ingredients in my description box and the whole recipe on my website. So please check those out as well. Now we're gonna need to mix it. You can try it with your hands, but I'm gonna use a hand mixer instead. There are actually a lot of different recipes out there, so I'm not entirely sure if they are supposed to be sweet or salty, but we're gonna be making salty ones today. Also, I mentioned in my last video, if I haven't seen it yet, that I'm not quite fond of pumpkin. So I asked myself, is it because I generally don't like the taste of it, or is it because I just haven't eaten something pumpkin related that I quite find tasty? Because in the past I usually just had pumpkin soup and I hate those kind of soups. So yeah, I'm gonna give pumpkin another try. And that's why we're making it today actually. Also because I brought this costume. Now that this is done, let's go and wrap it in some plastic foil and put it in the refrigerator for about 1 to 2 hours. Now that this is done, we're gonna go and prepare our pumpkin. For that, we're gonna go and cut like on the bottom and the top to have an even surface to place it and cut down the whole skin. For that, I'm just gonna use a bread knife because it's gonna be easier to saw through things than to use force. Especially since I don't have good knives in this household. But let's not complain about that. Now that this is done, let's try to peel the skin without hurting the flesh too much. If you know a better way to do this, let me know in the comments. This is the first time I'm even preparing pumpkin, so I don't know. Now that one side is done, let's continue on the other side. It's actually not mandatory that you have to peel the skin. The skin is like non-toxic, you can eat it like that, but I just prefer it without. Now that we have a nice little ball without any skin, we're gonna cut it halfway and get rid of all the seeds. Just like with the skin, we're gonna try to remove all the seeds, but without hurting the flesh too much. Is there anyone else except for me that kind of finds this disgusting? I'm not sure what it is. Is it the smell? Is it the feel? Is it the strings? Or I don't know, but it's kind of disgusting, I'm not gonna lie. Now that this is done, we're gonna try and cut it into squares. For that, I heard that it's the best to just cut it into slices first and then cut it. Let's see if we can make it. So with that, we can just go and cut it like this. Let's do some editing magic. Now that this is done, we're gonna go and mix it with some salt and pumpkin oil and cook it until it's all soft and done. I was kind of debating while cutting the pumpkin if I'm gonna go and cook it in a pot or in the oven, but I think I'm gonna go with the oven. Wow, this pumpkin oil really smells nice. It has some kind of nutty smell to it. It's really amazing. After spreading it evenly, we're gonna put it in the oven for 30 minutes or until they're all soft. And let's keep an eye on them because we don't wanna get it too brown or crispy since we're gonna make a puree out of it. Now that our pumpkin is all soft, we're gonna go and mix it to a puree. Since it's still pretty hot, I'm gonna let it cool a bit and then put the rest of the sour cream in it and add some herbs like pepper and muscat to make it have a bit of flavor. Now we're gonna add 1 egg, and since this is still hot, I'm gonna place it in a separate bowl, add a little bit of the mixture, and then add the whole thing in. Just to avoid like it getting crumbly and not mixing well enough. Now that we're finished with that, let's go back to our dough and spread it out and cut out some circles. I'm gonna use this Tupperware because the recipe said 10 centimeters. I think that's around 10 centimeters, so we're gonna use that. If you have something better, you do you. Now the only thing left is to cut some lines in it so that the air can get out by baking and putting it in the oven. I almost forgot that we need to make an egg milk mix to put it on top before placing it in the oven. With that, they're gonna have a nice color and hopefully a nice crust. And now our pumpkin pastries can go into the oven for 20 minutes at 175 degrees. A whole plate of delicious pumpkin pastries. Let's go and try one. They're actually pretty nice. The pumpkin flavor isn't that strong, but all in all it has a round flavor, and yeah, if you're going to a Halloween party this year, maybe try out this recipe. Thank you all for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up or subscribe, and I will see you all next Wednesday. Ciao!